Hey guys, welcome to Road to Pro episode 3 of the old school Scape edition. In this episode, I'm going to be doing more questing, more progress, and I'm going to realize how much I still have to do before I get to my ultimate goal of Monkey Madness and a Dragon Scimitar. But I will be making progress towards that in this video, so yeah, let's get into the video. And so I hope you guys enjoy it, and that's pretty much it. So the first quest I did was the Holy Grail, and this involved killing the Black Knight Titan, which is super easy to flinch, but it was the worst boss fight ever. It took me 20 minutes to kill it using just the Excalibur, because I didn't know you could use another weapon to kill it, but it took me a long time, and then I got this emerald from the mysterious old man. But it was a terrible boss fight because I didn't know you could use like mage or another weapon, but it is super easy to flinch, and other than that the quest gave pretty good XP, and as you can see here I get 15k defense XP and enough per XP to get me to 29, which is a good start on my quest to get protection prayers. So next I began a long and painful journey of mining rune essence. I guess it wasn't that painful. But anyways, I was mining my own essence because I had finally gotten 30 mining, and I could mine pure essence now, and since that's a lot better than buying it in my opinion, that's what I did. And then I managed to get 14 rune crafting so I could make fire runes, and this was done mainly just making air and mined runes. But with fire runes, the technique for this is I was doing it with a friend. You can see that green dot on the screen if you really look hard. And then what you do is you run to the duel arena, you stand here. My friend was a bit behind me here. He told me this method, but see, you come up to him, you challenge him and accept the fight. Now you're in the duel arena, you get full run energy from this, you decline, and now you're right at the bank, and you have full run energy. So it's really good for crafting runes, and I managed to get a good amount of rune crafting XP using this method. I was gonna go for laws, but I eventually gave up on that because Rye, my friend, didn't want to rune craft all the time. So I will be rune crafting again in the future, but for now I'm only level like 25 or so. Nothing good unlocked really. So next I began training my range. This was all with the goal of getting prayer, and I know you're thinking like, why train range if you want prayer? Well, I was going to train my range so that I can kill green-black dragons, because they're like 1k a bone, and I need like 200 dragon bones in order to use the Ectofuntus in order to get 37 prayer. So I figured might as well train range because it's a good skill to have, and then be able to get 37 and 43 prayer for Monkey Madness. So I did this by taking some bronze knives that I had made, and I went to the chickens and I was able to get feathers. I'd attach them to arrow shafts, and then later, once my fletching level got high enough, I attached the iron arrow tips to the headless arrows and made iron arrows. So I got fletching and ranging XP, and it was some good starting levels. And then after I got my range level a bit higher, I bought a cowl, and I got some iron arrows and an oak bow, and I went and killed the dark wizards at the Varrock Circle. Thanks to Spark Mac for this idea, because it's really good for runes. It does take a while to get some of them, but at the end of your training you'll really end up with a good amount of runes. And I got all the way to 30 range with this, just here at the Dark Wizards, using the cabbages on the other side of the Varrock wall to heal. So this is definitely a good method for training range and getting runes for mage in the process. After my range training, I was in Taverley, so I decided I'd do the Druidic Ritual quest. And this was very easy quest. I got 250 Herblore XP, which gets you to level 4, and Herblore was now unlocked. While I don't plan to do any major Herblore training at the moment, this was definitely a good start, and it's free quest points, 4 quest points, which is a lot for such an easy quest. So definitely worth doing, and I'll be training Herblore more in the future as I get more herbs and vials, and it's kind of interesting how vials are like really hard to come by in this game. But once I get more supplies, I'll definitely be training Herblore because prayer potions are so good, energy potions, all that. It's a lot better in my opinion than buying them from other players. So yeah, I'll definitely be training Herblore. So next I began a small group of questing following the Herblore quest. I started off by doing Priest and Peril so I could get into Mauritania, and I got level 30 prayer from it. It helped me get from 29 to 30 after completing the Holy Grail. I also got the Wolfbane dagger, which looking at its stats now are completely useless other than it keeps the werewolves in human form. And next I did the Feud, and the Feud was going pretty smoothly until I decided to kill the boss. This clip here is my second time I killed this boss. It healed to full after taking me like 30 minutes to kill it, and it was ridiculous. The next boss was much harder to lure, but I got lucky and got it stuck behind another bandit. Got my free adamant scimitar, and it was much less resistant to mage. The other boss would not get hit by mage at all. But I did complete the quest, 15k thieving XP, which was enough to get me to 40. And I could now pickpocket the silk stalls in case I wanted some money. I don't know why I was talking to this guy. I guess because I'm an 07 noob. But next I did Gertrudes Cat, which is required for a lot of quests, but I mainly did it for the cooking XP because I planned to do Ghost Ahoy, and I got 1400 or 1500 cooking XP, and the reason I need in cooking was like a requirement for Ghost Ahoy, but I needed level 20, so I went here to train cooking off the free raw food. I didn't get any in this clip, but you get the basic idea of what I'm doing because I'm a noob at recording. So I did get level 20, and I had all the requirements for Priest and Peril, and I plan to be doing that quest very soon. So lastly, I headed to the RD Silk stalls to get me some money. I decided I'd sell the silk to the players this time instead of going to the bank. Figured it'd just be more worth the time. And I did this until I got 30k coins, and I used that to buy, just everyday supplies and stuff that I needed. And it's kind of nice having more money, being able to buy stuff. But anyways, that is the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was a bit short, but this is what I got done, so I can only show what I did actually get done. And I'll hopefully be uploading more of this series. I've kind of gone back to EOC for a bit, but I should be back on 07 soon. So I hope you enjoyed the video again, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my other videos.